The quiet of your room is a soft embrace. Outside, shadows stretch, and the sky deepens into a velvet hush. Light travels from distant stars to the warmth on your skin, carrying stories beyond time, beyond space, inviting you into a gentle dance with moments unseen. Tonight, as you settle beneath the calm fold of your blanket, notice how still your body is. Your breath rises and falls gently, like waves kissing a quiet shore. Yet, even in this stillness, something moves, invisible but present. That movement is light. It, and light alone, paints the world you see, touches the air you breathe, and times the rhythm of your days and nights. Imagine a single beam of light, no bigger than a whisper, leaving a star far beyond your sight. This beam begins its journey in a fiery heart of fusion, where atoms dance and stars blaze, sending their brilliance outward. From its fiery birthplace, the beam speeds through space at a staggering 300,000 kilometers every second, fast enough to circle Earth 7 times in just one blink. And yet, despite that furious pace, light arrives gently here, brushing your skin like the softest brush of warmth. It doesn't rush or collide. It does not batter or overwhelm. It is a silent traveler, gliding without weight or sound, with nothing to slow its graceful silence. You do not feel the speed of light, because light carries no mass. It does not have heft or resistance. Instead, it is pure motion that writes the story of time itself. Here's a thought to hold softly in your mind. No matter how fast you move toward a beam of light or away from it, the light always travels past you at the same steady speed. This isn't just a curious detail. It's a fundamental rule of the universe, shaping the flow of moments and memories, of breaths and beats. Let's take a gentle journey to understand what that means. Imagine you are on a quiet train gliding smoothly along the tracks. Inside, you hold a small flashlight and switch it on. The light from your beam bounces straight up to the ceiling, hitting a mirror, then returns to your hand. You see the light travel in a simple vertical path. But now, imagine someone outside the train watching this scene as the train glides forward. From their perspective, the light doesn't travel straight up and down, but instead draws a diagonal path, a longer journey, like a skipping stone on a river's bend, lifted and pushed along by the train's motion. Yet, for both you and the observer, light's speed remains the same, never changes, never slows, never races ahead. To keep this truth intact, time itself must flex. The clock inside the moving train appears to tick slower than the clock outside. Time stretches like warm taffy, pulling moments longer or compressing them shorter depending on movement. This stretching is called time dilation, a subtle shift, a soft bending rather than a break. From this understanding, you begin to glimpse a quiet miracle. Time is not the rigid, relentless tick you feel on your wristwatch. It is fluid, responsive, like a river weaving through stones. Time bends gently around speed and gravity, flowing with the world's vast dance. Now, look inward. Your experience of time, your sense of now, is shaped by these soft bends. The atoms within your body, tiny engines humming quietly inside, keep time by the rhythm of light. Your heartbeat, steady yet alive with changes, follows this unseen drum. Your breath, deep and slow, marks the passage of moments without counting a single one. Consider the light touching your skin right now, the warmth on your cheek, the faint glow of lamps filtering through your room. The colors that paint your walls, all are made possible by atoms absorbing photons, those tiny packets of light moving endlessly through space and time. Each photon carries not only brightness, but a whisper of the past, maybe light that traveled for thousands or millions of years before arriving here. Hold this thought gently. From the photon's own perspective, time does not pass. From the moment it is born in a star's core to the instant it enters your eye, no time elapses. It is as if these beams of light leap across the vast ocean of cosmos instantly, touching you without delay. This is more than poetic mystery, is physics. It means, in a way, light exists outside time. And yet, despite not feeling time, light gives time its meaning. It is the ruler by which time is measured, the steady pulse behind every second you live and every thought you have. Imagine distant stars, their light slowly carving its path toward you, narrating tales of ancient skies. When you look up, you don't just see points of light, you see echoes of history, memories cast across a silent stage. Each star you glimpse is a storyteller, offering secrets carried across ages on the wings of photons. Some stars you see tonight may have long since vanished, but their light and aging and patience still reaches your eyes. Bringing now the past, your eyes are finely tuned instruments, shaped by evolution, to catch this light without overwhelm, neither too bright nor too dim. They collect ancient photons like nets, gathering stars, and in that catching, a dance begins. The molecules in your retina respond, triggering electric signals that race toward your brain. In moments too brief to name, these signals weave into images, sensations, and thoughts. You haven't just seen light, you've experienced time made visible. When you breathe in now, let that breath carry you deeper into this slow wonder. Each inhalation is a pulse in the river of time flowing through your body. Each exhale a soft ripple spreading through your mind. Light and time circulate within you, intertwined like the threads of a gentle melody. Even your memories are shaped by the movements of light and time. When you recall a scent, a song, a face, that flash of awareness is a moment folded across years, brought back into your present by the brain's hidden clocks. These clocks don't tell time like watches. They mark meaning and feeling. Time moves not just outward through space, but inward through emotion. Now, think of waiting the purest way you feel time stretch. When moments linger, seconds lengthen like shadows at sunset. When joy sweeps you away, hours slip by unnoticed, hidden in the folds between heartbeats. Time dances differently, depending on what you hold inside. As your breath slows, as your body sinks heavier into sleep's embrace, feel how your own time is whispered to by light. You are never truly still. You move through a universe where light marks the path your heartbeat synced with photons flickering in and out of existence. Your thoughts mingling with endless streams of ancient waves. Tonight, let yourself rest. In that paradox, the universe moves at the speed of light. Yet at that speed, time stands still. You live measured seconds. Light lives timeless moments. Both realities coexist, stitched together by the fabric of space and time. Before sleep takes you fully, give a thought to the journey of that single beam of light, born in a distant star, traveling alone across galaxies, crossing vast emptiness over centuries, just to arrive, now, in this quiet moment with you. This beam, this whisper of the cosmos, is your companion. And as your eyelids grow heavy, let that companionship cradle your mind. You are part of time's story. Wrapped in the steady pulse of light, you move gently through the endless night. Sleep softly, knowing that every star that shines above carries a light that never ages, a light that shows you the way. Even when the night feels deepest and time feels slowest, you and light, together, a lullaby of motion and stillness. What does your dream time feel like? Tomorrow, we will drift softly into the landscape where time bends and folds inside your mind, in the tender world of moments and memories. Within your body, a symphony softly plays, notes that rise and fall like waves on still seas. Each breath a pulse, each heartbeat a whisperer, delicate rhythm woven from light and life, a secret dance of time flowing quietly inside you. As you lie there comfortably, your eyes closed or heavy, and your breath drifting naturally, take a moment to turn inward, to feel the delicate world moving quietly inside your body. Beneath your skin, beyond your conscious thought, a gentle dance unfolds, a dance of countless rhythms, keeping a steady beat. A rhythmic hum as constant as the stars above, yet as personal as your whispered thoughts. Your body, you see, is filled with many clocks. These are not the clocks with hands or numbers that live on walls or in your pocket. They are tiny, living rhythms, softly marking time in the warm pulse of your veins, in the rise and fall of your chest, in the flickering spark of cells, and the quiet hum of molecules within. Feel your heartbeat now. It may be slow and steady, or perhaps faster, depending on your mood or the dreams you carry. Each beat is like a small drum, playing the rhythm of life inside you. This beat tells your body where it is in the flow for. With each pulse, blood flows gently, carrying the promise of warmth, oxygen, and energy to every corner of your being. Breathe softly in and out now, as if matching the sway of the tide on a moonlit shore. Your breath is another clock inside you, long, slow, and soft. It marks the passage of moments like a whisper in a vast room. Inhaling, you draw in life. Exhaling, you release all tension. This is your inner rhythm, a cycle that sings quietly without words. But this is only the beginning. Inside your cells, invisible timekeepers tick with astonishing precision. Scientists call these biological rhythms cycles that guide everything from the division of cells to the release of hormones. From the flicker of nerve signals to the blooming of your thoughts, some of these internal clocks are rapid-fire, flashing in split seconds, like the quick blink of an eye or a finger tapping a secret code. Others unfold slowly, in patterns as long as a day or a year, like your circadian rhythm, which dances quietly in tune with the cycles of sunlight and darkness outside. You might have noticed times when your internal clocks feel out of sync, strange disorientation of jet lag, when your mind says it's morning but your body believes it's still night. That is the whisper of your body's clocks, struggling to find harmony, reaching for light and dark to reset their rhythm. Your eyes do more than just seethe, they're also keepers of time. Deep inside your retinas, tiny receptors catch the carefully woven signals of light and pass messages to a remarkable conductor in your brain, the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Though small, this master clock gently coordinates the rhythms of your whole being, aligning your sleep cycles, hunger, temperature, and mood with the rising and setting of the sun. When the light fades, your body prepares for rest. Melatonin, the soft sleep hormone, begins to flow, wrapping your brain in a gentle cloak of calm. Your skin cools, your muscles relax, and your breath slows even further, opening space for dreams to enter. But sometimes, this flow can be fragile. When you travel across time zones or linger too long under the glow of screens, your clocks get confused. Their quiet synchrony becomes a jumble of noise. Yet, like the patient ocean waves, your body slowly finds its way back, resetting, adjusting, remembering how to move with the natural rhythms of earth and sky. Take a deep breath now, and as you exhale, imagine your body filled with countless tiny clocks ticking softly in concert. You are the keeper of these rhythms, a living, breathing harmony of time. You carry your own time within you, intimate and unique. Time inside you flows differently than it does outside. Your head experiences moments just a little faster than your feet, as if the seconds themselves soften as they pass through your body's landscape. And that is true for your thoughts, your feelings, your memories. They all travel on their own rhythm. Your mind, that beautiful, busy place within, is also a keeper of time. When you speak, your brain must find words at just the right rhythm. Too fast, and meaning is lost to slow, and the thought drifts away. Memory is a kind of time travel. It lets you visit moments from long ago, not as calendars or clocks, but as stories sung in the language of feeling and sensation. A smell, a song, a fleeting smile can bring the past into the present, stretching time in unexpected ways. Have you noticed how time feels different depending on your mood? Waiting for something can stretch seconds endlessly, while moments of joy can slip by in a blink. This is time as emotion, as perception, shaped by your attention and awareness. Even your cells count time within. They know precisely when to divide, when to repair, when to rest. Your DNA is full of genes that switch on and off, according to the hour of the day. Tiny seasonal dancers that keep your body's rhythms in tune with the world outside. All these clocks inside you speak softly to one another. They drift apart, come back in sync, adjust, and return again, like calm waves, lapping gently on the shore. Your inner timekeepers carry this quiet conversation with light and gravity, and the steady beat of your breath. You are not separate from time. You live in time. But more than that, too, are time's companion. Your body is a clockwork symphony, touched by the light filtering through your windows, pulled gently by the Earth's gravity, and swaying in the long rhythm of days and seasons. And even now, while you rest here, your body's clocks keep moving. Sleep may be drawing near you, breath deepens and lengthens, your heart slows, and the quiet dance of neurons begins, weaving the fabric of dreams. As you feel this gentle unfolding inside, you might wonder if all this time lives within you. How does it move beyond? How do the clocks hanging on walls, the ones deep in orbit, keep pace with the rhythms inside your chest? And what happens when you leave this earth, floating far beyond its blue skies, where gravity loosens its grip and time begins to slip? Before you drift off to that secret place, imagine time as a quiet stream flowing through you, soft, flexible, alive. You carry it with you, but you also shape it. Your time is not measured only in seconds or hours, but in moments of awareness, of breath, of gentle awakening. And as your thoughts soften, as your body sinks deeper into stillness, Know that you are wrapped in time's embrace, not hurried, not fixed, but fluid and full of possibility. Each breath you take is a step in a dance that began with stars and light, with oceans and earth, with life itself. Tonight, your inner clocks keep time softly and steadily, guiding you into rest. Let their gentle beats lull you deeper. Let their rhythm carry you like a slow tide, pulling quietly towards sleep. Tomorrow, we will float together into the vastness of Spacetime, boundless fabric that holds all these rhythms and moments. We will explore how time and space weave together to cradle everything you love. Imagine now the space beneath you, not empty, but a vast, soft sea of fabric stretched across all that is, woven of light, matter, and the pulse of time itself. This is Spacetime, the cradle that holds your every step and every breath. Even as you lie still, your body resting quietly, you are moving, gliding gently through a four-dimensional river. Space and time are not separate roads, but a single woven path, flowing beneath and around you like a soft current beneath a boat's keel. Space is the 3 dimensions where you reach out your hand, where the moon drifts above, where trees sway softly under stars. Time is the rhythm that beats beneath all that motion, the quiet pulse that moves seconds along like gentle waves upon that current. Together, space and time form Spacetime, a living fabric so vast and subtle that though you cannot see or touch it, you are always carried by it. It stretches beyond your bedroom walls, beyond the crust of the earth, past clouds and stars, endless, infinite dot. Picture a smooth, endless sheet knitting everything together, planets, galaxies, light, and you. Imagine placing something heavy, like the earth or the sun, onto that vast fabric. The sheet dips and curves beneath it. That dip is gravity. It is not a force pulling harshly, but a gentle shaping, a sculpture of paths your footsteps follow. They're always falling, in a way not down, but forward through curved time and space. The moon falls around the earth falls around the sun, and you fall gently, effortlessly, carried along paths shaped by mass and motion. When you drop a pebble into a pond, ripples spread outward. Similarly, when massive objects move, they send ripples through spacetime itself, called gravitational waves. These waves are incredibly faint, passing through you unnoticed, yet they stretch and bend the very fabric you float upon. Now, gently, breathe in and feel that you are not just on a solid floor, but on a living ocean of space and time, moving, flowing, changing. Your world line, the path you carve through spacetime, is unique. Even identical twins born side by side do not share the exact same journey. Their clocks tick differently. Their moments arrive not quite in sync. Spacetime holds the rhythm of the universe. Light moves along its curves, consistent and faithful. Planets swim the gentle folds and valleys. You live inside spacetime's dance, your breath rising and falling in time with the cosmos itself. If spacetime could be perfectly flat, everything would glide in straight lines, but it isn't. The matter, energy, and gravity around you curve the river softly, guiding you like an unseen hand. And what if spacetime curves so steeply that it loops or folds back on itself? This is the realm of black holes, places where the fabric bends so deeply that light cannot escape, where time itself slows and slips into silence. You need not fear black holes, or imagine falling. Instead, picture yourself floating just outside, watching time stretch and stretch to you. A clock near the black hole slows to a crawl and may seem to stop altogether at the edge. For the one falling in, time ticks normally but bends strangely inside. Black holes are not monsters, but natural outcomes of gravity's shaping power. They quietly curve spacetime and hold mysteries we've only begun to explore. Their presence reminds us that time is flexible, personal, and full of wonder. You, too, carry that wonder in your own unique flow through spacetime. The movements of your body, your breath, even your thoughts are shaped by the currents, the dips and folds of the great river beneath you. So now, as you rest, imagine drifting gently across this vast fabric, part of the vast unfolding story of space and time. Feel the river moving you softly, carrying you forward, not rushing, but steady. You are not outside time. You are woven into it. And in that, you find comfort, quiet, knowing that even as moments pass and the universe changes, you are carried gently, fully, exactly where you belong. Time lives inside you, not just on your watch, or in the clock on your wall, or in the turning of the earth outside, but deep in your chest, in your lungs, in the space behind your eyes. Time pulses through you like a tide rising and falling with ever needing permission. Take a breath with me. Inhale slowly, and exhale even more slowly. Feel the shape of that moment, the quiet rhythm. From the moment you were born, your body began keeping time not with numbers or seconds, but with cycles. The thump of a heartbeat, the flicker of a thought, the gentle rise and fall of sleeping and waking. Inside you are dozens, even hundreds of little clocks ticking in soft coordination, like a symphony playing without a conductor. Scientists call these internal timers biological rhythms. Some tick fast, like the blink of your eye or the electric spark that moves your fingers. Others slow and long, like your circadian rhythm humming in tune with the sun and stars. But none tick alone. They speak to each other, adjust, drift, and return like waves lapping against the shore, never quite the same twice, but always familiar. You have probably felt it. That strangeness when you're jet-lagged and the world seems slightly off. When your body feels morning but the sky says night. It's not just tiredness, it's time, slipping out of sync inside you. And yet, even when the world shifts, when gravity changes or the days stretch longer, your body keeps trying to stay steady. You carry time with you. It is personal, intimate, a companion. Let's look at your heartbeat for instance. When you rest, your heart may beat around 60 times each minute, though yours may beat slower or faster, and that's perfectly fine. Each beat is a tiny drum telling your body where it is in the rhythm of living. When you wake, when you walk, when you feel afraid or safe, your heart listens to your emotions and adjusts its time accordingly. Even your breathing is a form of clockwork, in and out. In and out. The air pulled into your lungs comes with its own tempo, syncing with your nervous system, calming or quickening deep, depending on what your life asks of it. And when you sleep, like you may soon, your breath slows, deepens, stretches across longer spans. In these quiet spaces, time softens. Now imagine your brain, that beautiful, busy space of thought and dream. Even there, time is always working. When you speak, your brain chooses words at just the right rhythm. Too fast and meaning is lost. Too slow and it slips away. And when you remember, when you call back a moment from years ago, you do something magical. You step into a different time. Memory, after all, is a kind of time travel. It doesn't change the past, but it lets you visit. Sometimes it's a scent: cinnamon, rain, old pipe. Sometimes it's a song. And suddenly, you're back in a room that no longer exists with people you haven't seen in years. But in that moment, the memory feels now. Your body blurs the lines. Your brain doesn't store time like a calendar, it stores it like a story, with scenes and sounds and feelings. Some parts stretch out a long summer afternoon. Others shrink to a flash, a glance, a goodbye. You don't remember minutes, you remember meaning. And meaning, it turns out, isn't measured in hours. Now, think of how time feels when you wait. Waiting is one of the purest ways we feel time. When you're still, when your mind has little to do, the seconds seem to stretch endlessly. And when you're busy or deeply joyful, time vanishes. Hours pass unnoticed, but nothing outside has changed. The sun still arcs, the clock still ticks. It's you who has changed your attention, your awareness, the inner metronome of your thoughts. In these moments, time becomes emotionaler, feeling more than a fact. Excitement can compress time. Boredom can expand it. This isn't just poetry, it's brain chemistry. Your internal clocks respond to light, hunger, movement, feeling. Time inside you is alive. Even your cells deep within count time in cycles. They divide, repair, die, and renew not randomly, but with exquisite timing. There are genes in your DNA that switch on and off depending on the hour of the day. Your liver knows when to filter. Your stomach knows when to expect food. Your muscles know when they're strongest. You are a clockwork being, not rigid, but beautifully fluid. So, the question becomes, how do all these parts, these dozens of body clocks, stay in harmony? The answer begins with light. Your eyes do more than see. They receive messages from the world about time. Tiny receptors inside them send signals to a small part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, a name far too big for how small it is, but it's mighty. It acts as your master clock, coordinating the rhythms of your body with the rhythms of the earth. When the sun rises, it tells your body to wake. When it sets, it begins a cascade of changes. Slower heartbeats, cooler skin, sleepier thoughts. This is not just habit. This is biology, a dance between starlight and cells. Millions of years in the making. Even now, as night wraps itself around you, your body has already begun its nightly process. Melatonin, the sleep hormone, gently floods your brain. Your body cools just a little. Muscles soften. Breath deepens. This isn't just you getting sleepy. This is time flowing through your biology, coaxing you into rest. But what happens when that flow is disrupted? What happens when you travel across time zones or scroll under bright screens long after dusk? Your body's clocks get confused. They tick out of step. That inner harmony becomes noise. And yet, your body adapts slowly, steadily. It re-syncs, because beneath it all, it still listens to light, and to your breath, and to the quiet beat of your heart. You are time's keeper, and time is your companion. Now, as you lie here feeling the soft rise and fall of your chest, you might begin to sense how personal time really is. The seconds you feel are yours, and they're always slightly different from mine or anyone else's. And yet, we share something. We all walk through time, we all sleep, wake, age, remember, and dream. And we all look up now and then at the same moon, wondering what else is shaping our experience of time. If it lives in the body, what happens when we leave the earth? When we float above it, in orbit, where gravity fades and the clocks begin to drift? Tomorrow night, let's look up and listen for the ticking of time in the stars above. Beneath your stillness, the universe flows a silent ocean where space and time weave together into a single, endless fabric. Gravity gently shapes this invisible sea, curving your path and the light of distant stars. Tonight, you drift closer to the hush of black holes, those solemn anchors of time where seconds stretch into silence. In this quiet, you glimpse the beautifully bending pulse of the cosmos and feel your own time flowing softly within it. You lie there now, wrapped in the softness of your bed, breathing slowly, deeply. Your body rests, and yet beneath you, unseen and vast, a silent current flows. It carries everything. It is not made of water or breeze, but something more mysterious, a woven fabric that holds all that exists. This is space-time, the great invisible ocean beneath your feet and above your head. It is not two separate things, space here and time over there, but one seamless sea, flowing and shifting. Imagine it like a vast, gentle lake, stretching beyond the walls of your room, beyond the hills and forests, reaching out past the stars, shimmering far away. You are floating on this ocean every moment of your life, a quiet boat carried without effort, gliding upon a current that you cannot see but always feel. Even now, as your breath rises and falls, your heart ticks its gentle rhythm. You move along this river not only through space but also through time. The fabric beneath you yields to every presence, and where something heavy rests like a planet or a star, the surface dips, as if a quiet hand pressed gently into water. Those dips and curves shape how you move, how light finds its path, how time itself unfolds. This bending and curving is what we call gravity. Picture dropping a pebble into a still pond. The ripples spread outward, soft disturbances moving across the surface. In space-time, when things shift and move, similar ripples form waves, a faint whisper from the universe's deepest places. They pass silently, bending time and space in ways so delicate you wouldn't feel them without special instruments listening far away. Now breathe in deeply and feel the curve beneath you. You are not just lying still, you are gliding through a four-dimensional ocean. 3 dimensions of place and 1 of time, all woven together like the threads in a vast, timeless tapestry. Look down with your mind's eye and imagine countless lines tracing the journeys of rivers, stars, clouds, and you. These are called world lines, the trails each of us leaves through space, unique, winding, shaped by where we move and what surrounds us. Even twins born moments apart carve slightly different paths, a beautiful dance of time and space that never repeats exactly. If space-time were perfectly flat and still, every path would be straight and simple. But because mass bends it, nothing truly moves in a straight line. Planets circle stars, moons orbit planets, and light bends gently around massive galaxies. Even you, sitting here or floating in your dreams, Follow the curves of this living ocean. And gravity is not a force pulling you down. It is the shape of this ocean itself, gently guiding your steps, your breath, your dreams. You move not because someone tugs at you, but because the path beneath you is curved, a slope sculpted by the weight of the sun, the earth, and the galaxies scattered through the night. Now, let your thoughts drift closer to a deep, quiet place far beyond the moon and stars, a place where space-time bends so tightly it folds into itself, where even light cannot escape. You are approaching a black hole, but don't be afraid. You're only visiting, gently floating at a safe distance, watching. A black hole is not a hungry monster, but a profound expression of gravity's power. Long ago, a star many times larger than our sun burned bright until its fuel ran out. Without pressure to hold it up, it collapsed, folding into an incredibly small and dense point of singularity. Around it, space-time dips into a steep well so deep that even light struggles to climb out. You orbit safely, watching a friend descend slowly toward the boundary called the event horizon, the edge beyond which nothing returns. To your eyes, their movements slow, their descent stretched across endless moments until they seemed frozen, suspended in time at the horizon itself. This stretching is not a trick or a dream, it is gravity's whisper, bending time so deeply that to you, their seconds become hours, days, even years. To your friend, time ticks normally, but to you, it seems to pause, as if the flow of time itself has softened to a hush. Imagine how queer it is, a moment, stretched to forever, a ripple in the calm pond frozen in place. Even light, traveling at the universe's fastest pace, struggles here. The light escaping from near the black hole loses energy, shifting toward longer wavelengths, turning redder and dimmer, whispering tales of time slowed near unimaginable gravity. Yet black holes are not shadows of fear, but beacons of understanding. They show you that time is not uniform. It bends, it slows, it pauses. Time is a pliant thread, wound through the cosmos and through you, and you are connected to these silent giants, more than you might guess. At the center of the Milky Way, our galactic home, a supermassive black hole waits, quietly anchoring stars that dance in its gravity, guiding motions without a grasping hand. Far in the future, black holes may be the last echoes of the cosmos, silent still, but forever bending time in their mysterious depths. Now, imagine yourself floating gently, away from this profound place, letting your breath slow as you drift back toward your room, your body resting where it is safe and warm. Even here, you carry the bending of time within you. Time is your companion, a personal rhythm that no one else shares quite the same way. Perhaps now, with your eyelids heavy, you wonder if black holes bend time so deeply. Might there be forces, places, or moments where time reverses its course? Where could time unwind instead of flow? Could the universe hold gentle secrets that turn the arrow backward? Or is the forward pulse the only path? Let yourself ponder those mysteries like leaves drifting on a quiet stream. Not to find answers, but to feel the space where questions live softly. The gentle rhythm that keeps you moving through your own river of time. For now, surrender to the calm. Let your breath match the slow, curved flow of space-time, carrying you gently into rest. You are held by the great ocean, an ocean of moments, of time shaped by stars and shadows, by light and gravity. And as you drift deeper, remember, time bends, it flows, it rests, and you are part of its beautiful dance. When you awaken, perhaps you will carry a new sense of time's deep softness, a feeling that beneath the ticking and the counting, time is a living fabric, folding gently around stars, falling softly like a feather through the sky. Until tomorrow night, when new rhythms await, you drift now beyond the familiar tides of Earth to the vast silence of space, where time keeps its soft beat without the sun's guiding light. No longer set by dawn or dusk, your inner clocks lead you through the stark white night. Here, time is not lost, but transformed, measured in the rhythm of your own breath, the pulse of atoms, and the faint ticking of atomic hearts, carried aloft by distant satellites. Tonight, you carry time within, a gentle compass guiding you across the cosmic sea. You breathe deeply, and with each breath you feel yourself lifting gently, rising beyond the cradle of your bed, beyond the walls that enclose you, beyond the green hills and cities of Earth. Imagine yourself now stepping softly into the vast, profound quietness of space. Here, the world as you know it falls away. There are no birdsong mornings, no golden sunlight warming your face, no gentle shift from day to night. The sky is a deep black velvet, dotted with sparks that have traveled billions of years just to wink into your eyes. Space is silent, not just without sound, but without the familiar rhythms of Earth's turning. There are no shadows stretching across grass or sunsets signaling the end of a day. And yet, time continues. It unfolds quietly, intimately, differently, but still steadily, softly, beautifully, but far from our planet's pulse. Time is no longer woven tightly to the rising and falling of the sun. Instead, it is born inside your body, inside your heart and lungs, your cells' steady cycles, your brain's gentle flickerings. You carry your own time with you, a personal rhythm set by inner clocks, shaped by light and gravity, by breath and heartbeat. Astronauts who venture into space tell of this strange feeling, a looseness to time, like soft fabric pulled wide. Days lengthen when marked by schedules, but inside, the sense of morning or evening can blur. The body's natural clock, the circadian rhythm, struggles without the sun's blue light to reset it. So artificial dawns and sunsets are made to guide astronauts back to Earth's familiar pacing. Imagine now your breaths, long and calm, as gentle signals keeping time when the outside world offers no hourglass or sundial. In the silence between stars, you live time internally, in the rhythm beneath your skin. Look with wonder as satellites glide silently far above the Earth's atmosphere. Each one carries clock's tiny atomic hearts beating billions of times per second, beating steadier than any pendulum or ticking wristwatch could hope. These clocks keep the time that guides navigation, communication, and discovery. Yet, these clocks behave strangely compared to your own. The satellites fly fast and drift where Earth's gravity is gentler, and because speed slows time and weaker gravity speeds it up, the clocks in orbit tick slightly faster than those you carry here on Earth's surface. Imagine the quiet work of scientists and engineers, listening to those soft differences, measuring the microseconds of drift, gently pulling the clocks back into harmony with your own. Every time you check your phone's map or track a package, the journey is guided by these subtle variations, by the gentle bending of time in motion through gravity's quiet grip. You too, like those satellites, are a delicate timekeeper, moving through space and time with your own unique rhythm. Time is both a constant and a song that shifts just enough for life to unfold. Now close your eyes and float with me even farther, not around Earth, but beyond the moon, past Mars, into the stillness where only the oldest light travels. That light carries stories from times before humans ever walked the Earth, from stars that lived and died before continents took shape. Out here, time feels vast, patient. Unlike the rush you may feel in urban life, it slips softly past chronometers and calendars. It is marked not by clocks, but by the slow, sure beating of atoms, the wandering of galaxies, and the breath you take. Right here, right now, in this boundless silence, sensation changes. There's no rush, no hurry to meet alarms or appointments. Time becomes expansive, spacious, more felt than measured. You may wonder, what happens to your own rhythm, your sleep and waking, your dreaming and remembering when the familiar sky fades into a memory? Scientists studying astronauts find that without Earth's natural cues, the inner clock slips, following its own, quieter beat. It is a dance between biology and cosmos, a gentle negotiation in the absence of sunlight. Picture yourself gently rocking with that rhythm, the pulse of your heartbeat, the sigh of your breath as the universe stretches silently outward. You hold time within you, a soft compass when all else is dark. Yet even in this quiet vastness, the laws of physics do not pause. Time continues to bend, stretch, and flow according to gravity and motion, just as it does here on Earth. The faster you move, the slower your personal time ticks, relative to those left behind. Gravity's pull tugs on your passing moments, slow and sure, those high above Earth aboard the International Space Station, traveling at nearly 5 miles per second, just fractions of a second less than you do. It's a whisper of the effect that motion and gravity imprint on time. This makes you part of a grand cosmic ballet. Every breath, a step along a unique pathway through space and time. You are neither outside it nor lost in it, but folded gently within it, moving with grace along a flowing river. Now, as your breath eases and your body relaxes deeper, you may begin to wonder about the nature of time itself, what it truly means. To live by it, beyond clocks and calendars, beyond counting and schedules. Could it be that time is less about marking moments and more about feeling the spaces in between? The pauses, the silences, the unmeasurable breaths where life softly unfolds. As you drift now towards sleep, let yourself rest in this gentle understanding. Time is yours, a pulse, a tide, a quiet journey without a map, flowing like your breath in and out, carrying you softly toward dreams, toward the stars beyond, and toward the endless, beautiful unfolding of all that is. And when you awaken, time will still be waiting for you, for the earth, for the dance of galaxies and endless, flowing sea to drift upon again. You are lying still now, wrapped in softness, your breath a gentle tide flowing in and out. Imagine, just beyond the quiet walls of your room, a place where time itself seems to slow, to stretch, and almost to sleep, a place where gravity sways, the rhythm of moments and space folds in on itself. Tonight, we are going there, not in body, but in thought, not in speed, but in stillness. Picture yourself far from here, silent and weightless, floating at a safe distance from a black hole. This mysterious presence is not a hole in the usual sense. It is a dense, compact well in the fabric of space and time, a place where gravity is so strong. It bends everything around it, even light. As you observe from afar, a friend gently descends toward this gravitational valley's edge, what we call the event horizon. For them, moments pass as always, one after another, like steady steps on a long path. But for you, watching quietly from your place of calm, everything changes. Their movements slow, each motion stretched like honey flowing through fingers. Their light, too, flickers and dims. From far away, it looks as if they are suspended in a moment that lingers forever, frozen in the hush at the threshold where nothing escapes. This slowing of time is no illusion, no trick of the eye. It is the vivid signature of gravity's deepest song, how it sculpts time itself. Inside that curvilinear, the edge, you glimpse a profound truth. Time is not one steady drum, but a supple dance that bends gently or tightens sharply depending on gravity's weight. And yet, to your friend, time flows as it always has. They feel seconds pass, breaths taken deep, thoughts formed clearly. Their clock ticks, steady and unbroken, even as your watch counts out a very different tempo. Perhaps you imagine that pause, that endless second stretched out like a sigh, is here, at the edge of a black hole. That time teaches us its deepest mystery. It can slow and even halt, but never breaks. It folds and curves, but never disappears. This place where time nearly sleeps is not frightening. It is a quiet threshold, a gentle invitation to rest inside the flow of the universe's rhythmry, minding you that time, even in its softest moments, is alive. Now, gently, imagine stepping back from that cosmic edge and returning to your body, to your breath, to the steady beat of your heart beneath covers. You carry with you the knowledge that time is personal, curved by where you are and how you move, folded softly around the stars and yourself as you drift deeper into rest. Let that thought anchor you. No matter how vast the universe, no matter how strange the flows of time out there, inside you time flows gently on, a private river, a tender pulse. The universe holds you in its calm embrace, and you hold time infinitely within. You're resting now, softly, gently, wrapped in your breath, your thoughts, your own quiet rhythm. And whether you're still or slowly drifting towards sleep, you are experiencing time in a way no one else ever has. Not because the laws of physics are different for you, but because you carry your own path through time, your own tempo. Even now, you and I, though connected through these words, are slightly out of sync. We do not share the same second exactly. Your breath is yours. My pause is mine. Your clock ticks beside your bed, while mine ticks somewhere else at a slightly different pace. This isn't a metaphor, it's real. You and I are separated by distance, motion, gravity, and those things shape the flow of our time. This is one of the gentlest truths of relativity. There is no single universal now. There is only your now and my now, and everyone else's slightly different now. In everyday life, we barely notice the differences are tiny, fractions of a blink, but they're there, like small ripples between islands on a still sea. Each person carries their own world line, their own personal journey through space-time, and no two world lines are quite alike. You and I may be still at this moment, but we've moved through time and space differently. We've walked at different speeds, flown at different altitudes, stood in different gravities. Even those few centimeters between your head and your feet mean that time flows a little faster for your scalp than for your toes. Your body, gently sprawled across a bed, exists across slightly different clocks. It's a beautiful strangeness, and it reminds us time is not absolute, it's personal. Not because it's subjective, but because it listens to where you are. Just imagine every heartbeat, every thought, every blink of your eye is a moment recorded along your unique timeline. No one else has walked your path. No one else has experienced time as you have. Not even someone lying beside you. They have their own gravity, their own motion, their own heartbeat. They live with you, but not as you. Even if you both reached for the same glass of water at the same time, you're still reaching through different clocks. This might sound isolating, but it's not. It's intimate, because in this gentle separation, we find the beauty of being. Each moment you experience is yours, not borrowed, not shared, yours. And yet, you still live in a world full of connection. We make appointments, we schedule calls, we celebrate birthdays together. How? Because we agree on time. We create clocks and calendars and seconds, and these shared structures help us move together. Even if underneath it all, the rhythm is always slightly out of tune. It's like a song sung by many voices, each with its own pitch, its own delay, but together still a harmony. You and I in this moment are in harmony, too. Even if our clocks disagree by a whisper, you might wonder, what does it mean to live your own time? It means that your aging, your memory, your sense of how long something felt are all deeply tied to your journey. Your time bends, not just with gravity and speed, but with emotion. A quiet afternoon can feel like hours. A joyful laugh can disappear in seconds, and when you look back, some years seem like lifetimes. Others blur into a moment. This is your inner clock, not governed by physics, but by feeling. And it's just as real. You might even remember moments when time slowed down in danger, in awe, in grief or love. This isn't just memory playing tricks. Your brain under pressure or wonder actually processes more details. And so time expands. You have many clocks inside you. Biological ones in your cells, your hormones, your sleep. Emotional ones tied to your joy and pain. Cosmic ones written in your motion through the stars. All of them ticking together and apart. And in this orchestra, no two people play the exact same rhythm. Even twins, even you, yesterday and today. Time is yours, not to control but to notice. So, as you lie here now, listening, resting, drifting, you're moving forward through your own version of now. And I am with you, but slightly behind or slightly ahead. And that's okay, because what joins us isn't the precision of our clocks. It's the intention, the rhythm we choose to share, the moment we meet Evan briefly in understanding. So tonight, let your time be your own. No need to match the world. No need to rush. No need to count. Just breathe and know that this moment is unfolding exactly as it should for you. And when you wake, your world line will have stretched a little longer, carried softly by the river of spacetime, nudged gently by the quiet gravity of dreams. In the quiet embrace of night, you begin to perceive time not as a harsh metronome, but as a delicate pulse marked by light's dance. Together, you explore a clock unlike any other one, made from the steady bounce of a single beam of light. Here, time softens and stretches, shaped by motion and perspective, whispering the universe's most intimate secret. As your breath slows, you realize that measuring time is less about numbers and more about feeling the rhythm of existence itself. You are lying still in the dark now, but somewhere, beyond sight and sound, the universe keeps its steady song. Time flows, not as a relentless march, but as a gentle pulse, a breath, a heartbeat that threads through your body and beyond, carried by the soft light that moves without pause. How do we measure something so elusive? How do you hold fast to time when it slips gently through your fingers like the light that drifts through your window? Tonight, let's meet one of the simplest and most profound keepers of time, a clock made of light itself. Imagine, if you will, a tiny device floating in the vast quiet of space. It holds no gears, no ticking hands, no mechanical worries. Inside, two mirrors gaze deeply at each other, holding a beam of light between them like a precious secret. This beam bounces back and forth, up then down, each reflection a soft footstep marking the passage of time. This is a light clock, and unlike any ordinary clock, it counts its moments through motion, by the silent dance of photons. Light, you know, never changes its speed. No matter how fast you move, no matter where you look from, this beam of light travels with perfect constancy, a cosmic whisper unwavering in its rhythm. Now, close your eyes and picture yourself gently holding this clock. You float, calm and centered, watching the light rise and fall between the mirrors. Each bounce is a note in a slow, cosmic lullaby. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tack, and you feel the beat, steady and sure. The time between bounces is constant, marked, not by sound but by the distance the light travels. But then, try to imagine moving slowly at first, then faster. Perhaps you drift gently forward, as if carried by a soft current through the stars. From your perspective, the light still traces the same simple path up and down between the mirrors. But from someone watching you from far away, the story is different. They see the light's journey stretching, tracing a longer diagonal path as you move forward into the vastness. Because light must keep moving at the same steady speed, for both you and the distant observer, time itself begins to change. The intervals between the bounces seem to stretch. Your clock, the light clock you hold, is now ticking more slowly from their view. This is time dilation, a gentle bending of time caused by motion. It's not an illusion or trick, but a true, untested whisper of the universe's geometry. Here is a quiet secret to carry with you. Time itself is not absolute. It flows differently depending on how you move, on where you are, and on who is watching. Your moments, your seconds, are soft and personal, shaped by the rhythm of light and motion. Now, let the image settle inside your mind, that of this light clock bobbing softly through space, its heartbeat steady and true. Inside you, at this very moment, are countless rhythms like this, tiny clocks counting cycles of electricity in neurons, pulses of energy in molecules, the flicker of photons caught and released within your cells. You carry countless light clocks, not made of glass and mirrors, but woven into the fabric of your own being. They tick silently, in harmony with your heartbeat, your breath, your dreams. Imagine astronauts orbiting the Earth, moving swiftly through space. Their bodies carry these light clocks too, ticking subtly at different speeds than ours. Though we do not feel the difference, instruments measure it. Time flows, ever so slightly, in different rhythms depending on motion and gravity. And what of the fastest journeys, the ones we only imagine, the voyages near the speed of light? Imagine yourself gliding silently through the deep black past stars blossoming gently like fireflies scattered across velvet. Your ship moving faster than you ever have. Within your vessel, your breath lengthens, your heart slows, and the world outside blooms and blurs in a rush of light. For those watching from far away, your clock ticks ever more slowly. You travel further in space while time in your world stretches and deepens. These are not tales of fantasy. They are truths written in the fabric of space-time, tested and measured by physicists and astronauts alike. As you float in your quiet space, time seems to expand and stretch like warm honey dripping slowly from a spoon. Seconds bloom wide, minutes unfold softly. Your life becomes elastic, bending gently with the currents of motion. Yet, inside your experience, nothing feels hurried or strange. Your breath remains your breath, your thoughts drift gently. Time's bending is a secret shared quietly between you and the cosmos. Let that thought lull you. You are held in the rhythm of the universe, carried gently by the pulse of light and the bending of time itself. Time changes its shape with speed and gravity, but it never leaves you untethered. You move through your own river of time, uniquely and beautifully yours. Imagine now the soft, simple movement of a falling feather. You hold it gently in your palm, a thing so light, it almost floats on air. When you release it, it drifts downward, not falling like a stone, but dancing, as if reluctant to leave. Yet the earth, always whispering its quiet pull, bends the fabric of space and time beneath it. The feather's path is not dictated by force alone, but by the curvature of space-time, shaped softly by gravity. It glides through layers of time that themselves slow and slip, stretched gently by the invisible hand of Earth's presence. Even your own body, resting beneath your blankets, carries this subtle rhythm. From your toes to your crown, time pulses, slightly differently. Near Earth's center, time drips slowly like honey. Far above, it dances more freely. This is the beautiful strangeness beneath your feet, the quiet connection between you and the world. and now, in the stillness between breaths, explore a single second inside your mind. Within that fleeting moment, your senses awaken to light touching your retina, transforming into electric whispers that race to your brain. Your mind weaves images, feelings, memories all within a second's span. Even a single word, softly spoken, becomes a warm thread of understanding. Inside your brain, countless connections spark, paths light up, thoughts bloom. A second is not empty or brief, it holds multitudes. Let yourself rest fully in this moment, breathing gently, flowing quietly, and between seconds, notice the soft space, the pause beneath the ticking. A space not measured by clocks or numbers, but by silence, by presence, by the breath before the next breath. Within this space lives possibility. This is where dreams arise, where thoughts pause and swirl. Time is not only a river flowing forward, it is also the stillness between waves. You are this rhythm between ticking moments, between heartbeats, between now, and so, you journey deeper and deeper, not rushing, not chasing, but resting inside time's tender embrace. Before sleep enfolds you completely, carry this gentle truth with you. Time is not merely passing, it is your companion, that it bends and stretches, folds and flows, listening quietly to your breath and to the light that carries you. And tomorrow, when your eyes open, you will carry this rhythm within you, its gentle glow marking your path through the unfolding story of the universe. Tonight, you drift into the quiet heart of time, where science and wonder intertwine. Time is more than ticking clocks and passing moments. Sit as the pulse beneath your breath, the story whispered between stars, the gentle thread binding past, present, and future. As your breath slows and your body relaxes, you feel time as a friend, a silent companion carrying meaning in every beat. You lie quietly now, wrapped in the soft stillness of your own breath, your body heavy and warm under the gentle weight of night. Around you, the world has grown calm, as if the stars themselves are holding their breath, waiting to share a secret. And that secret is time, not just the hours that tick by on clocks, but a deeper, quieter pulse that moves through all things. Time is more than counting, more than seconds marked and measured. It flows in your body, in the rhythm of your heart, in the rise and fall of your breath. It moves in the land beneath your feet and the galaxies swirling far beyond. Time is the space in between, holding moments like a delicate thread, weaving together all that has been, all that is, and all that might be. Tonight, let yourself feel time as a gentle friend. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, matching the soft rhythm of night. Each inhale invites presence, each exhale releases tension. Your body is safe here, cradled in this current of becoming. One breath moves the story forward, one beat holds the past and future softly together. This is the meaning beneath the measurements, the quiet truth that your experience of time is unique, intimate, and profound. You don't live time as a rigid line, but as a flowing dance. Sometimes it glides swiftly, in moments of joy and wonder, when hours vanish in a blink. Sometimes it lingers long and slow, wrapped in the embrace of reflection, grief, or deep peace. It is elastic, fluid, shaped by your feelings and your thoughts. Your mind is a storyteller, and time is the frame in which its tales unfold. Memories shimmer like stars, lighting your inner sky. You walk through these stories, moving between scenes, carried by the rhythm of your awareness. In this way, time becomes living, not just an arrow moving forward, but a melody with rises, falls, pauses, and breath. It carries your laughter, your tears, your dreams like notes in a song. Imagine the vast ocean of moments stretching behind you and before you, each one a wave, rising gently, then falling into the next. Time is the tide you float upon, steady and sure, even when the surface shifts. And though the universe itself is immense and ancient beyond imagining, spinning its great dance over billions of years, you are a treasured part of that unfolding. The atoms in your body have traveled through time, born in stars long vanished, carrying the echoes of cosmic history into your breath. You are made of time's own fabric, woven deep into its great unfolding. And as you rest here now, you join this cosmic musica, single note in the symphony of existence. What does it mean then to hold time gently, to let it carry you without resistance? It means trusting the slow unfolding within you and around you. It means knowing that each moment, no matter how small or ordinary, carries meaning. Your heartbeat carries meaning. Your breath carries meaning. your thoughts, your dreams, your softest silences. Time invites you to be fully here in this whispering, now where science meets mystery, measurement meets feeling. It asks only that you notice. And when you notice, truly notice the soft ticking beneath life's surface, you feel the vastness within you and the gentle connection that holds everything close. Time is your companion, your silent partner, moving beside you without hurry or demand. It holds your story, unfolding with each breath, each thought, each quiet pause. So as the night deepens and sleep begins to gather you softly in its arms, allow yourself to rest inside this rhythm. You do not have to chase or control time. You only need to let it flow through you. Let your thoughts slow, your body melt into the bed beneath you, your breath deepen into a quiet tide. Feel how your own pulse gently matches the heartbeat of the universe. And in this stillness, sense something miraculous. That time is not just what you measure by clocks or calendars. It is what you carry within, a gift, a rhythm, a presence, waiting always to be embraced. Perhaps now, as you drift toward dreams, you understand a little more. Time is not just passing, it is meaning made visible. It is the dance of light and shadow, the whisper of stars, the quiet unfolding of all that is. What will tomorrow bring? What new rhythms will your heart find? You do not need to know. You need only to trust time's gentle guidance, the slow and patient unfolding of your own story. Rest now, dear traveler, cradled in time's compassionate hands. There is only this moment, and it is enough. Thank you for floating through time's soft currents tonight. Know that the universe moves gently with you, and your breath is part of its endless song. Sleep well, carried by the quiet pulse that beats beneath all things.